What's up, my friends? Once I spoke to guys about this philosopher in Brazil called Olavo de Carvalho, and he said something like this: if you don't put the Democrats in jail, in prison, for the crimes they have committed, they will regroup, they'll get stronger, and they are going to put you in jail for the crimes you have not committed. So, what I see in America right now is exactly that. I see the politicians, the Republican politicians, they're coward. They don't have the guts to do what it takes to save America. They are worried about what will the Democrat do. And they believe if the Republicans behave nice and just follow the traditions, the Democrats will do the same. No, they are completely mistaken. The Democrats, if they ever get in power, they will destroy America. They will destroy America. They will not. In President Donald Trump, he drops a bombshell warning here. And I want you to hear what he says, because I do believe that if the Democrats do take control of the House and the Senate, they will do exactly what Trump is saying. Let us try to understand him. Look at this.
Thank you, Mr. President. So do you think if Democrats were to take control of Congress again, they would immediately begin the impeachment process?
I think if Democrats...
Would they immediately start the impeachment process? Yes, they will. Because, they impeached him twice. They will impeach him again. Yes, we know they're going to do that because they have nothing to do but to impeach Trump. Just to say they did. So they will impeach Trump. But he's not going to leave the office, obviously, but they will do the stupid thing to impeach him again.
So do you think if Democrats were to take control of Congress again, they would immediately begin the impeachment process?
I think if Democrats took control of the Congress, I think that, and let's say took control of the country, I think that this country's finished. These people are sick. They suffer from Trump derangement syndrome.
Who believes here that Democrats will destroy this country? Go in the commentary. I want to hear what you say, because I do believe they will destroy this country. They will try to undo everything Trump did, and they will definitely destroy this country. They've been trying to do this for a long time.
But really, they have bad policy. They have horrible policy. They
open borders. Yeah, they have horrible policies.
Cheat on elections. They get elected by cheating on elections. But you would have two states added. They'll terminate the filibuster immediately. Republicans should do that.
I agree with Trump. Republicans should terminate the filibuster and pass the laws, voter ID, pass all these laws to save America. It's in our hands. We have enough votes. Just cancel filibuster, because the Republicans, they are worried not to do so, but thinking that the Democrats are worried. These people don't care. They will do anything to remain in power. So if we don't do it, they are gonna do. They are going to do.
They'll terminate the filibuster. You'll have Washington, D.C., and you'll have Puerto Rico as a state, which will be a disaster, which would be 4 Senate seats, tremendous numbers of electoral college votes. You will have that's really bad, but you will have the destruction of our country. They want to go to 21 Supreme Court judges. That's their perfect number. They talk about 13, but they want to go to 21.
Can you imagine 21? Can you imagine this? And the problem is, when Trump says that, you say, no, Trump is exaggerating. No, he's not. When you know the Democrats, you know what they are capable of. And they will try to do that. They will. We need to do something about it.
21 Supreme Court judges. If they get in power, I think this country would be maybe finished. If I didn't win the election, I'll say this. We've become the hottest country anywhere in the world. We were a dead country 2 years ago. If I didn't win this election, we would have been a country that was essentially I don't even know that we would have been a country any longer.
I agree. If Kamala Harris had won, I don't think we would be a country anymore.
They were destroying our country. They were letting hundreds of thousands, millions of people pour through our southern border, criminals, people from jails, people from mental institutions, drug dealers and drug addicts. They were sending everybody, countries were sending everybody that they didn't want by the millions, 25 million people. If I didn't win this election, I believe our country would have been finished.
I don't know if the count will be finished, but definitely it would be very, very, very hard for us to do anything in America. It would be very hard. But then, this is funny. I don't know if you saw this. I don't know who made it, but congratulations for whoever did this. Look at this. Politicians begging, offering Tucker Carlson 1 million not to endorse them. This is fantastic. Please do not endorse me. Everyone he endorses loses. So since Tucker Carlson got attacked by a demon, he's a completely different person. I don't know, but he went nuts. He is going nuts because he's losing everything. And Trump so far, I mean, Trump has won 37. He won everything. So Trump is still the boss. That's interesting. And then Trump talks about this. I think this one's going to be a tough one.
It's a big decision that we're waiting for from the Supreme Court. We had a terrible tariff decision. They cost our country a fortune. They said do it a different way. We're doing it a different way, but we're going to most likely have to pay back $149 billion. All they had to do is put a little sentence in there, half a sentence, saying that any monies paid don't have to be paid back. You know, you're talking about the people in many cases that hate our country. Give them back money. It was a terrible decision. And it's not going to affect because we do the tariffs a different way. The tariffs are what's bringing in all of this money. It's really made our country rich, modernly rich. Now we have another one coming up, which is birthright citizenship. And we're the only country in the world that has it. You step into our country and you're all of a sudden a citizen. You come in a certain way. This was not meant for Chinese billionaires to have their children become citizens of our country. This was meant, or other rich people, poor people. This was meant for the babies of slaves. This was signed right after the Civil War. You look at the dates alone, immediately after. This was having to do with the babies of slaves. And people have used it. And if this is allowed to stand, it will be a disaster economically for our country. And you'll have 25% of the people coming into our country coming in through birthright citizenship. And we won't have any control. This decision by the Supreme Court is a very big one. They'll probably rule against me because they seem to like doing that. Frankly, I'm not happy with some of the decisions. Look at NIL. Look what they've.
In this situation, reality, we have lots of countries. Lots of countries. You are born in the country, and you are a citizen of that country. I understand what the problem is. The problem is some people are coming to America just to have a baby, and the baby become America, and they go back, and that child doesn't even grow in America. I know that. I've seen that. I know people who does that. So it happens. People coming here just to have a baby, so the baby could be an American citizen. This is true. Many people do that, and that's a bad thing. So Trump is trying to fix this situation, but I believe the Supreme Court will not be able to do that. We would have to have something in the law. We would have to pass a law explaining what is being born in America and is what is passing by America as you're born. It's something very complicated. I understand what Trump says, but I find it very difficult for the Supreme Court to do, because then who is born here? So many, only people who are legally in America would have the birthright. Only those who are legally in America. Would that be fair? Maybe, but I don't think the Supreme Court is going to do that. I think this one Trump is going to lose as well. But The most important thing is for us to be together and try to fight for Trump to win the midterm election. May God bless you. May God bless America. See you next time.